Hey, what's up guys? I am finally can't film. I can't. This ain't it. I decided what better way to bring in the new year on my channel than by making some cookies today, because if you must know, cookies might be my most favorite dessert, and I love chocolate chip cookies. Chocolate chip cookies are my absolute favorite. So I decided to get off my little butt and do something productive today. So
something productive.
Something productive, which is film for you guys, because I know I've been gone for like almost like forever. You know, I've never been consistent on this channel, which really sucks, but I'm gonna do better, I promise. So today I'm gonna be making the best chocolate chip cookie recipe ever. That's literally the best chocolate chip cookie recipe ever. So I've always wanted to have a cooking channel and do a video where I'm like have it all cutesy. I remember I used to always want little glass bowls. Mama, you remember that? I always want like to film my cute little sets, but we're not gonna do that today because that's too much work. So cookies. It requires 1 cup of salted butter softened, 1 cup of white sugar, 1 cup of brown sugar packed, 2 teaspoons of vanilla, 2 eggs, 3 cups of flour, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, half a teaspoon of baking powder, 1 teaspoon of salt, and 2 cups of chocolate chips.
Mommy,
You want to start off with your sugars. So you want to mix the 1 cup of sugar. This is a very big cup, by the way. And your 1 cup of brown, which I don't think I'll have enough whenever you pack it in there. Of course, make sure your hands are clean. But you want to pack it in there, see? That's clearly not enough brown sugar. You can just fill the rest of it, because luckily for me and for you, white and brown sugar can actually be very interchangeable when it comes to chocolate chip cookies. The more brown sugar you have, the more chewy your cookie will be. The more white sugar you have, the more crispy it'll be. That's just a science fact, and I know that because I, in fact, am a scientist. I am, mother. Don't laugh at me. Alright, so we have our brown sugar and white sugar in there, and we're also going to go ahead and add our 1 cup of butter. I use the Imperial butter because it's cheap, but I highly suggest you use quality products, because quality products equal quality goods. There you go. We're going to take this to our stand mixer that I finally bought. You know how hard it is to vlog with this big old camera? We're going to cream that for about 5 minutes. Excuse that, by the way. That's actually a very fun story. That's water damage, and we had to fix that, so the ghetto. Alright, so I stepped into my room for a quick second. 2019 was kind of whack. In general, the emotional part of it was really sad. I was not a happy being, okay? Okay. But I did have a lot of blessings this year. I mean last year. You know, I graduated, I got my car, finally. I started my new job at a place that I really like working at. I started college. I finished my first semester of college with a 3.9 GPA. Like, it was, you know, I bought my MacBook, I finally upgraded my phone. Like, I did a lot of good things last year, but emotionally I wasn't there. But this year I'm determined to just have a better year, you know, for growth and happiness and joy and everything else. So yeah, 2020 is looking up. You know, my spirits are lifted and things are getting better for me, and I'm just so thankful to the Lord for that. Anyway, back to the cookies. The next step in the cookie making process is getting eggs and vanilla, I think. So the next thing you want to do is get your all-purpose flour, put it in my bowl and mix it with 1 teaspoon of salt and 1 teaspoon of baking soda. Make sure you always measure, like check your measuring spoons. Did you know that baking soda actually helps your cookies spread? That's why we put it in here. So baking soda is to help things spread. Baking powder is to help things puff. So a perfect mix will give you a spread but puffed up cookie. I learned a lot on YouTube. You want to mix up all of your dry ingredients. You want to use a fork or a whisk. Use blend it, blend it, blend it. So now we have our eggs and vanilla prepped, and now we have our dry mixture prepped. So now we're gonna go and head over to the mixer. But we have our mixture here. So what we're gonna do is add our egg and vanilla in there, and we're gonna blend again until it's creamy and delicious. So while we wait on the egg and butter sugar mixture, I want to talk about some goals that I have for 2020. Now, I'm not gonna set myself any like crazy goals like workout and stuff because that never works out. But some goals that I do have for myself would be to save more money and spend less on food, because I have a terrible addiction to Chick-fil-A. Like an addiction. So this year I'm going to try to cut back on fast food spending and actually start prepping my lunches for work and for school. And another resolution that I have, or goal of mine, is to save more money again and make a budget and start buying myself nice things, because I have this thing where I don't spend money unless it's on food, because I believe in my head that I need the food and I don't need this expensive pair of shoes or $40 pair of pants. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's a little whack, but I'm gonna work on that because I deserve nice things. And I also want her to get my nails done because the girl wants to be more feminine this year. I want to get back in touch with my creative side because I lost sight of that a lot in the past 3 years. And it's one of the reasons why I didn't upload at all within the past 5 years when I started my channel. I got stuck in this rut where I really thought that I couldn't upload non-original content without being a fake. It was a whole thing. So yeah, that's enough sentimental talk. That's my goal for 2020. What's your goals? Let me know in the comments if anybody even sees this. So our mixture is now nice and smooth, as you can tell, and you can speed it up. Speed it up. Scrape all the extra butter down and mix again. And once you're done mixing, then you will start adding your dry ingredients, which include your flour, salt, and baking soda. So now you want to add your chocolate chips and blend them in there. Just blend them. Just get them all up in there. The next step includes preheating your oven, which I should have done at the beginning of this, but I knew it was going to take too long filming. So you want to preheat your oven. Next thing you want to do is eat your cookie dough. You want to use this handy dandy scooper tool to grab and scoop. This camera work though. Ooh, oven's preheated and close. Once it's all lined up, stick it in the oven 7 to 10 minutes, and you want to check on them and just keep checking until they're golden brown, and then they will be done. While we wait for these cookies to bake, I can't help but wonder and think about 2020. You guessed it, I'm talking about 2020. Towards the end of 2019, I kept on thinking to myself, like, wow, my life is really finna change in the next 10 years. Like, I could be married by the end of the decade. I could have my first kids by the end of the decade. Like, I could have my own house. Like, I could be starting my career in the next 3-4 years. I'm graduating in a couple years. Like, it's insane the amount of stuff that's gonna happen within the next 10 years. The next 10 years, I'll be going from this place. I'll be moved out of my own apartment so I can have peace and quiet. Point is, Gen Z, 2005 kids, wait, 2000, kids up until 2005, like right about now, their lives are gonna be completely different within the next 10 years. Like, it's insane. And 10 years, I'm like, it's not a long time, but I was 8 10 years ago. I was a kid. I was in elementary school, doing elementary school kid things. Just mind boggles me, like mind boggles. What are you gonna do 2020? You tell me, what you gonna do 2020? I'm growing. I only want to put like good vibes out into this planet. Here, good vibes, here, have them. We're vibing all 2020. And all this talk about World War III, is literally cracking me up. Like, I've been on TikTok and yes, you know what? I actually got on TikTok. I'm so shamed out, but it's fine. So if you want to follow my TikTok, I'm not gonna post. You're just gonna have to find me somehow, okay? And the content on there is literally quality. But yeah, all the World War III memes are literally cracking me up. It's so funny to me. I'm like, going back to my cleaning days. Not like it's gonna be any different because I always do that anyway here at this house. Porque me enamoré, porque fuiste tú. Oh, I'm going to Italy. Guys, I forgot to tell you. I'm going to Italy. So I decided that I'm gonna study abroad this year. I just like lost all my breath. I decided that I'm going to Italy this year to study abroad, and I'm praying to the Lord above that the trip doesn't get canceled because we need 15 kids to go and there's only been 9 to confirm. So I'm like kind of pressed about it, like just a tad bit. But the trip is pretty expensive, but I've been doing the most to try to get the money together and saved. And I've got some gracious donors, and I gotta shout them out. Like, they're so wonderful. I'm gonna be vlogging that this year, so keep a lookout for that. And if it gets canceled, then I am determined to go to Mexico. And if I don't go to Mexico, then I'm going to go somewhere, and I'm going to vlog it for you guys, and I'm gonna make my life more interesting than it actually is. So yeah, that's also what's happening this summer. It's gonna be amazing. And like, I'm gonna be in Indiana. My cousin's gonna be graduating. It's gonna be lit. I'm gonna be starting my sophomore year. Technically, I'm already a sophomore, but I'll be starting my second year of college. Like, good things coming to me this year, y'all. Good things, good things. Gunther and Tinka were on the verge of incest, and no one had a problem with it back in the day. It's freaking weird. Anyway, will these cookies hurry up and bake? Oh my gosh. They got stuck together, so we're just gonna ignore that. But we need to let them get a little bit brown on the top, and then we'll take them little babies out. The cookies came out of the oven, y'all. Look at that detail. Better than Gordon Ramsay. Oh, Lord, I love, oh my God, that looks so good. In conclusion, this is the final product. I wish I could do ASMR and just be like, look at that. Look at that. Perfectly. Crispy, soft, ooh, it's hot. Soft on the inside, crunchy on the outside. Oh, that's good. So anyway, this is the conclusion of my video. I just wanted y'all to get mad at me for eating this cookie in front of your face. Thank you for watching my video. I know this is probably gonna be one of the most like chaotic random videos ever, but who cares? I'm posting, right? And it's quality, all right? It's quality. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. If you made it to the end, I congratulate you. Here, shake my hand. Make sure you subscribe, hit the like button, comment down below how your 2020 is going so far, any goals that you have, and what you would like to see on this channel. I might do a mukbang. What is it? Mukbang? This is good. Peace out. This has been a lovely episode of Baking with Bridge. Oh, and follow me on TikTok. This is for Rachel. Bon appetit.